Cancels UN funding, finds perfect use for it instead. Christians. The relation between the US and the UN are not good. The hypocrisy of the organization is irritating for the new White House administration, and President Trump made a bold move to show the UN that we are not going to waste our money on their ineffective programs. It's official. White House confirmed that the U.S. is not going to fund the UN program for helping the Christians in the Middle East. Washington Examiner reports that Obama's administration gave the UN $1 billion to stop the persecution of the Christians in the Middle East, but UN efforts are completely ineffective. Instead, the U.S. government will take the matters in their own hands and help the oppressed Christians directly through U.S. aid. Vice President Mike Pence announced Wednesday that President Trump ordered the State Department to stop funding ineffective United Nations relief efforts to combat the persecution of Christians in the Middle East, and that instead the U.S. will help Christians directly through the U.S. Agency for International Development. Pence outlined how the UN was neglecting vulnerable communities, especially religious minorities, and said persecuted Christians in the Middle East have not been getting the relief they need. My friends, those days are over, Pence said Wednesday at the Defense of Christians annual Solidarity Dinner for Christians in the Middle East in Washington, D.C. Our fellow Christians and all who are persecuted in the Middle East should not have to rely on multinational institutions when America can help them directly. Tonight is my privilege to announce President Trump has ordered the State Department to stop funding ineffective relief efforts at the United Nations, and from this day forward, America will provide support directly to persecuted communities through U.S. aid, he added. Alyssa Farah tweeted news at VP announces that POTUS has ordered the State Department to stop funding ineffective UN anti-persecution efforts will combat directly through U.S. aid. This will be a huge relief for all Christians in the Middle East and North Africa who are facing a genocide in the war areas. Christians organize themselves to fight against the radical Islamists and all terrorist groups who literally slaughter every Christian in their way. They have no mercy for the infidels. However, the UN did nothing with $1 billion from the U.S. taxpayers. Trump makes a brave decision to help the oppressed. Spread the good news. Do you support his decision? Absolutely. And they should defund the UN even more. That's what I say. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.